The wound becomes a standard. The standard becomes a life. The life arrives, and he does not recognize it. The same thing happens around him in the faces that turn toward his good news. They smile. They mean it. And something else moves behind the smile that they would deny under oath. Watch the man who tells you he is happy for you and holds your gaze a beat too long, as if checking whether the words landed and whether you believe them. He does want you to win. He also wants the win to be smaller than it is. Both are true at the same instant, and he feels no contradiction, because the second feeling never announces itself as itself. This is the part people refuse to name. The people closest to your rise are rarely indifferent to it. They are split. One half claps. The other half is doing quiet arithmetic about what your gain says about their position. Adler understood that most adult behavior is compensation for an inferiority the person will not name, and envy is that mechanism caught in motion. The friend who celebrates you is not lying. He is managing two truths he cannot hold in the same hand, so he lets you see one and buries the other. Jung described how a buried impulse does not disappear. It begins steering behavior from underneath, dressed as something more acceptable. So it arrives as concern. He hears your news, and his first sentence is a warning about how hard it will be. You text him a screenshot, and he replies an hour later with a single low word. He brings up your success at the dinner table generously, and then adds the small qualifier that lets everyone breathe again. You felt it, and you talked yourself out of it on the drive home. You decided you were imagining things because the alternative was lonelier. You do it too. Someone you love told you good news, and you noticed, in the half second before you spoke, a cold thread you had to step over to sound warm. You stepped over it. You said the right thing. You have never said out loud what you stepped over. The cost is not the envy. The cost is the slow learning to filter yourself before people who are supposed to be safe. You begin announcing your wins quietly, pre-shrinking them, deciding who gets the full size and who gets the version that will not cost you. You call this maturity. It is closer to grief. Your morning rooms you can no longer be fully large in. They are not your enemies. They are people who love you and have an unmet need that your life keeps pressing on. The warmth was real. So was the resistance underneath it. You were never imagining the second face. You were only refusing to believe both could belong to someone who means you well.